Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and fellow Akim has a life daily, pushing this truth with sincerity, and few Aquas listen, learning Shalom. Once again, my name is Ainan with TMS Detroit Bond Camp. Pray this video is edifying to the hopeful elect, to so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the four corners of the whole world. And this video is on the M.O.T.B. You know, he is doing groundwork on it. I grabbed a few videos, just to prove my point. We're so close to it. I don't see another 5 more years in this kingdom. So with that said, copyright disclaimer under section copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And once again, I'm not monetizing. I'm not getting paid off of this, but I'm just using this as concerning biblical prophecy. So let's play it.
Ourselves over the Charlie. So while we're all still distracted and fighting amongst ourselves over the Charlie Kirk assassination and which direction the bullet came from, well, monsters like this are actually in the background changing the future of humanity. There is nothing bigger going on in the world right now than the digital IDs that are being rolled out globally. This is going to impact people's ability to work, people's ability to bank, people's ability to buy and sell, their ability to travel. You basically won't be able to exist in society or participate in any meaningful way if you don't get one of these digital IDs. Oh, but don't worry, guys. It's free.
I'm announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
That's right. You won't be able to work in the United Kingdom unless you get one of these digital IDs. But I know your biggest concern was how much is it going to cost to get the ID? And I hope this bag of mayonnaise has relieved any of those worries, because it's going to be free, guys. Thank God. Obviously, people's biggest fears are not that they're going to have their bank accounts shut down, like in Vietnam, where they erased 86 million bank accounts from people who refused the digital ID. This was in September. I'm sure people aren't worried about ever being able to travel back to Europe ever again to see family, nothing like that, without one of these IDs. That's not what we're worried about. This hard-boiled egg of a human wants to assure you they're going to be free, guys. Don't worry. All jokes aside, this is by far the most pressing issue that we're facing today. There is nothing more diabolical, more sinister, and more altering to the course of human history than these digital ID systems, which are actually going to be linked to AI systems and are basically going to run humanity from here on out. We have to do everything in our power to resist these systems and resist these tyrants. Once they have this control, it's over. It's over. So share this information, repost it, make your own posts about it, mobilize in the streets, mass resist, whatever it takes. We cannot let them do this to mankind.
Smith, you stand charged of exceeding your...
Can I see your digital ID to check your daily sugar limit?
I don't have a digital ID.
I'll have to call the police.
Smith, you stand charged of exceeding your daily sugar limit and failing to present your digital ID when requested. This court finds you guilty. 50 years imprisonment.
No, wait. It was just a glass of Coke. I'm sorry. Please, it was just one glass.
Sorry, we don't accept paper tickets. Brick card only, I'm afraid.
It's all I've got. I paid for it.
Rules are rules, love.
Please, it's just to the clinic.
You'll need to step off the bus.
Oh, this
Easy
way.
does
No,
it.
please, I need to get there, please.
It just said decline.
Yeah, it says you've gone over your weekly meat allowance.
My allowance? I only fancied a steak for dinner. I've not bought that much this week.
I'm afraid the system's strict. It won't let me put it through.
You're joking.
Right, stop, police! You turn left, into the alley. Won't get far without a brick card, mate.
Travel restriction breach detected. Annual flight quota exceeded.
Wait, stay where you are. Hands behind your back.
Let go of me, please.
I haven't done anything.
Stop resisting.
You're hurting me.
Compliance required.
Thank you. How you going? 15 years.
Welcome to Utopia. On citizen arrival, 0
So glad to be back home. So what's been happening? Anything at all?
No, nothing's changed.
What a beautiful day.
processing. GPS coordinates confirmed.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm starting the car. What do you think I'm doing? What the? Did you throw out any rubbish?
No, of course not.
Is that yours?
Hey, it's my bandana. It must have fallen out of my pocket. So what?
I'm looking for a credit card.
Credit card? What for?
The car won't start unless I pay the fine. Now you understand?
How about this one? It's Margaret's.
The car's in my name.
Well, so? Margaret won't mind.
Margaret,
Frank, have you seen my credit card?
you left it in my car.
That's great. Just great.
Why?
I just got fined. Can you drop it off to me?
I'm walking.
Oh, no, not you too.
What are you looking for?
Some beer.
There's no beer, Jack. Besides, alcohol is bad for you.
You know my mother, Frank. Is that a camera?
New regulations. There's one in every home, in every room. It's for our own good, Jack.
You gotta be kidding me. Are you telling me that
Alcohol is illegal, smoking is illegal, and we're all much healthier now. And our insurance premiums are low.
this is madness? What's become of this country?
Just keep your voice down.
Let's sit on this. Let me give precepts on this because we keep going into this over and over again. Us being a great millstone, and you know, our elder apostle Tahar always said that this was the M.O.T.B. and a lot of you so-called Jakes, you know, are going to get it, you know, but some of us won't receive it, you know. It's going into the hour of temptation where it would be put to the point where to other, the only way to survive in society that they wanted to set up in their new world order. The only way to survive, you have to be fully compliant to their system. You know, receive the M.O.T.B, which is the RFID micro chip, and they going to take the chips out of the card, out of the cards, out of the debit cards, and insert them inside your bodies. You know, this is Revelation 13, and 16. He causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy, sell, or save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here's wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, and his number is 666. And when you go into these words, like my elder apostles always tell us to go into the meaning of words, you get a better understanding of what the scripture is talking about. In the Old Testament, you go into the Hebrew. In the New Testament, you go into the Greek. That's how we get better understanding of what. Slakia, I gotta shorten this thing up. There you go. You go into the Greek. And when we go into that word, M-A-R-K, it's charagma. That's Strong's G 5480, charagma. And when you go into it and to the definition, you go right here to Strong's definition, a stamp as a badge of servitude. Because when you take this thing, you're going to be a slave to their system, And Esau got a God complex. He wanted to do. He wants to know everything that you're doing. It's going to be a social credit system. So when you do things that they don't like, they will cut you off. They could turn these micro C hips off. You won't be able to buy. You won't be able to sell. You won't be able to do anything in this society. You won't be able to travel. You see the digital, the EU put a mandate for digital ID for anybody from United States to travel to the European Union, to the EU. And when you go deeper into it, it's Karaks, and Karaks go into a palisade or a state, you know, and that's what they're gonna use to put that RFID micro C hip in you. Matter of fact, this is it. This is going to be the new banking, and that's the palisade, the Karaks. That's what they're gonna put it in you with. This is how they're gonna put this thing in you. And if you willing to receive this thing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna jack you up. And go even a little further. Go to Grapho. And them so-called micro C hips about the size of rice. It's going to have your information written all up in it. To commit to writing things not to be forgotten, to write down, to record. It's going to have all your personal information in them, in those micro C hips. Have your blood type, have your birth date, everything from your parents, your family, your immediate family members, all your post surgeries or whatever you had done to your body, your so-called vaccine records, all that gonna be in your micro C here. Your banking information, you know. Let them put out another mandate to say that you got to, after they establish that, says, let them put out another mandate out and say that you have to get a new vaccine. And you don't get it. You know, they're going to probably fine you and then force you to get it by making you, taking you back out of society, you know, out of their society, you know. And here's how we get better understanding. We go into interlinear, you know, again with the blue letter, and we go to meaning of words, and we go to this word right here. It's opened up our broaden our understanding. When you go to 603 score and 6, it's sky size stigma. We want to key in this word right here, stigma, and that word right there, stigma, you know, is opening it up to this word right here. It goes into this word, the marks, you know, for henceforth let no man trouble me. Galatians 6 and 17, for henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. And when you go into that word, marks, it's stigma. You see? Oh, stigma. This is Strong's G 4742. Outline biblical usage to get a better understanding. We go to meaning of words. You know, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body to ancient Oriental uses, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded, pricked, pricked or cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. There was even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with tokens to their God. So if you take this thing, hey, this is your new God. Because anything could be your new God. And money is your driving factor to do everything that this man wants you to do, this system wants you to do. Hey, that's your God. Because we got advance warning what not to do. You know, over 2,000 years ago, from John the Revelator, saying, giving us information that this technology was going to be here. You know, how can you buy, sell, and save? Hey, this technology is what John the Revelator was talking about. This technology, you know, you have all your personal pertinent information. So if you don't get it done, you won't be able to work or exist in Esau's new system. You know, how Ratazar, you know, like I said, we only got a few more years. Not even, man. I think it's gonna speed up. You know, the way it's looking like, we might not make it all the way to 2030. You know, in this system. You know, but if you take it, Esau's your God. You know, you say I love my master, my wife, I will not go free. Love my master, my wife, my children, I will not go free. Hey, this is your God. This is the new swine. And it's some things for the love of life is not permitted for Israelite man to do, just to live a little while longer or exist a little while longer in a kingdom. You know, One last scripture. This is Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try to dwell upon the earth. And this is the hour of temptation. You're going to be tried. Oh, the whole world's going to be tried. And if you get it, you receive it, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to fuck your ass up. Simple as that. Behold, I come quickly, hold fast which thou hast, and that no man take thy crown. Because if you take this thing, you the man that took away your own crown, especially your Israelite. You're no longer the elect. You're the 2/3. Because, you got a nuke with your name on it. Because you did not take heed to the warning. You did what you felt like you want to do because you want to last long and you want to go back to so-called normalcy. There is no normalcy. You want to still exist. You want to be able to eat, drink, and do that. They're gonna put restrictions on all that. So with that said, all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom. This is the last final one of the last final prophecies before the turn of our Lord, Yahweh Shai. So with that said, Shalom.